In the courts, alleged July unrest instigator Bonginkosi Khanyile's trial has been postponed to the 19th of this month. He faces charges of incitement and breaking disaster management laws at the Durban Regional Court. It's understood more alleged instigators will be making court appearances. Many of the arrests were made by the Hawks last week. For more on this, I am joined by eNCA senior reporter Dasen Thathiah. Dasen, I understand that the case has been postponed, of course, until the 19th. Exactly what happened during the short appearance today?
It has been, Maseko. So you'll remember that Bonginkosi Khanyile was among the first of what the state had labelled these alleged instigators that were arrested shortly after the July unrest last year. He was then released on 5,000 Rand bail, and today was meant to be the start of that trial, but unfortunately it didn't proceed. It's been postponed, and it will be for the next 2 weeks or so. And this is largely because Khanyile has decided to bolster his legal team. So he's now bringing on an additional advocate that will be representing him in this case, and this was done, according to the court, at a late stage. And it's for that reason that this matter will now be postponed. But Bonginkosi Khanyile is here. He's still outside of the court. I want to bring him into this conversation. I think, simply put, what we heard inside was the magistrate and the state taking a very hard line at you, and they say that you are wasting the court's time.
Yes. No, thank you very much. I think generally what we saw inside was that the court, they seem to be running away from the constitution and the law, but they want to use feelings. It is the first time I'm changing lawyers. First time ever since this case started. But they pretend as if I've been up and down changing lawyers. They even said that I have intentions of running away from the case. And all the person saying that I have intention, why would I run away from the case? Because it's not the first time I've been prosecuted here. When I was young, during Fees Must Fall, when I was young, they prosecuted me for 3 years. Until they put me under house arrest. I never ran away. I have never ran. Why would I run away old as I am now?
So what's the reason for adding this additional legal representative to your team?
Because I saw the file. My file is big as this. They've went all out. All out. They've spoken even with everyone on my street, did interviews with everyone. So I said, because my lawyer is a young man, we believe that young people must be given an opportunity. So I literally said I must be represented by a young man when I started my case. But I said, now, no, let me top up with someone who is a bit more experienced, because I think the case is too thick.
And the state believes they have a strong case against you because they're using those videos where they see that you were saying that people should do this kind of thing, burning property and all of those things, until the former president is released. So they believe that the case is strong.
There is no video of me when during unrest I was part of. The videos that they've been playing, some of them are not my videos. Some videos that have me on them are old videos. When I was even young, I'm old now. I'm a lover of peace. I'm a Democrat. I'm a man of peace and the architecture of justice. He who's against me is against peace itself. I'm a Democrat, a man, a grown man.
I see you've even changed political parties. You now joined the Patriotic Alliance. I wonder about you. Every time I see you, there's a different political party. So I have to wonder. But my question is here. Just explain this, perhaps for the benefit of our viewers.
Yeah.
You were brought into this court because you were found making those statements in support of the former president. You now find yourself with the Patriotic Alliance.
Yes.
How do you reconcile those issues? Where do you still have that kind of support for the former president? Do you still stand by that? And where does your party stand then?
No, thank you very much. I think it's a good question, my brother, you are asking. Remember, we are teaching them democracy. We are teaching them democracy. You must not be married. You know, I was in another political party. And I used my democratic rights because I saw that they are not doing the right things. And I said, no, who do I think I can now use my vote to? I find the patriots. We encourage South Africans that you must not get married with one political party. If the ANC is messing up, change ANC, go to another party. Because that's what the Americans do. because democracy has matured. But here in South Africa, when you change a political party, it's like a taboo. It's like, no, you were this party, now you are that party, as if it's something. That's democracy maturing. But it's our responsibility, because we are the educated ones, we are the enlightened ones. We must teach those ones who think that changing a political party is something of a taboo. So the support I have for President Zuma, it's not because President Zuma is a good-looking old man. It's based on principle. You must never bend the constitution because you hate a person you are dealing with.
So you would have done that for anyone?
For Helen Zille, Mama Helen Zille, I would have done it. For Groenewald, I would have done it. For Musima Imane, I would have done it. So long as they want to use the constitution, bend the constitution to fit their narrow interest, as young leaders, we have a responsibility of rising above, because we don't want to inherit institutions that are dysfunctional and broken.
I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your time, Bonginkosi Khanyile. Maseko, you can imagine the type of conversation that we're going to have after this. Sounds like Bonginkosi Khanyile has a lot to say on his position. But this case will be back in court on the 19th of August. That's when the trial is expected to resume as it was intended to.
And in the meantime, the former president's court case, his appeal against the decision to overturn his parole is taking place, Dasen, and I hope Khanyile will be speaking to you about what he thinks about what's happening in that court case. Senior reporter Dasen Thathiah live for us outside the Magistrates Court in Durban. Now, President